Broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. To expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Smith catches left side.
Breeze.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jason Verrett. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 30-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 44-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The 37-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another Saints first down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 26-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Saints nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He hits White, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 3-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the gun, it's a run for Camaro. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Camaro, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For another Saints.
Back to the ground, it's Camaro. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 16.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill taking it in. And the Saints get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 10th carry for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
San Francisco.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Javon Kinlaw.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breeze here finding Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. This is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. There was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
And sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It's a pickup of 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they? Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12. First down, San Francisco.
This is Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They find they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Breeze. Finding Taysom Hill complete.
Breeze.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The open man is Smith. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep, and it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 27, Saints 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try here for Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Niners 27, Saints 10.